here first things first. All right, let's talk Super 6 NFL Sunday. One of the matchups this week is the Cowboys versus the Eagles. Nick, who wins and by how much?
Philly by 3. I think that Philly's a 3-point dog in this game. I think Philly actually wins by that margin. I like Philly in a close game, like 27-24.
It's interesting. If you do the calculation, Philly by 3. If the game is played in Dallas, Cowboys would be a 9-point favorite,
yep.
Right? That's a lot of points. I think the Cowboys win by 5. I think they do cover the number. I don't want to come down to a field goal considering the disaster that has been their field goal kicking this year. So I'm pick 5 points for the Cowboys.
There you go.
All right, before the game kicks off on Sunday, download the Fox Sports Super 6 app. Play for free for a chance to win $250,000 of Terry Bradshaw's well-earned money. Time now for us to go viral. So Adam Sandler plays Kevin Garnett's jeweler in his latest movie, but he has some hoop skills of his own. Check out Sandler ballin' during a pickup game at an LA fitness gym in Atlanta. I used to always think you guys were joking about the LA fitness.
Okay.
This is really a thing?
All right, so that highlight right here on the baseline, the one we just showed is...
a jump shot?
No, listen, Sandler's actually a good basketball player. But some of the defense played in this game, like, I don't know if it's just out of respect for the brilliant film that Happy Gilmore was, but we're going to show this. It's Sandler. Are we going to watch this? I mean, watch this young fellow. What do you? Come on, man.
That is
come on.
More offensive than the defense is the outfit that Adam Sandler has chosen to wear.
Yeah, doesn't he get? He did not get. Well, no, he did not get. It's not tight.
It's too tight for him.
Really?
And the long, super bad. No. It happens to be too tight for him. I'm not saying anything about his body. He has a great body, maybe. I don't know. But that shirt's too small. Well, also, the color's off.
And the shorts, we've actually passed over the long short. Well, I have plenty of shorts that are shants. They're that long.
Yeah.
Right? But we actually passed over.
You don't wear them at an LA fitness.
No, now the kids, they roll them. You want to roll them, you want short shorts. The short shorts are back in.
The LeBron's bringing it back with those.
No, it's not LeBron.
Legs
it's not LeBron. It's other guys have been. LeBron actually is picking up on what the younger kids are in fact doing.
Keep talking about this. I'm gonna revisit what happened a moment ago. Jenna Wolf body shaming Adam Sandler.
She absolutely didn't.
A little bit.
You weren't.
A little bit. A little bit. I'm with Nick on this one.
Hey, all of America.
Sandman, I'm available for
He's wearing a baggy shirt, and you said it was too tight on him. You weren't body shaming.
Just picked the wrong size. That's nothing to do with his body.
Yeah. You said it's a tight shirt. I kind of felt like you didn't want to see all that.
Stories.
Yeah.
Let's talk about stories to start your morning quickly now. On Wednesday, Dak Prescott was limited in practice for the first time in his career because of a shoulder injury that he suffered last week against the Rams. However, he says he's still good to go Sunday at Philly. Nick, can the Cowboys win if Dak isn't 100%?
Yeah, I think they can. I don't think they need Dak to be 100% to win this game. Now, I understand. I just said I think Philly's going to win the game. I do think Philly's going to win the game. But if Dallas wins, the method is not Dak throwing for 400 yards. The method is the way they've always beaten Philly when Zeke's been out there, which is Zeke has a monster game and Dak doesn't turn the ball over. He can do that even if he's got a bit of a nagging shoulder injury.
I'm not sure he's ever thrown for 400 yards in a game, to be honest with you. So I agree with you. I don't think he has to be 100%. I do think that he has to, he has to be able to throw a football. Like between being competent and being the best version of yourself, he needs to be more on the side of at least competent. If not, they could really struggle.
But I don't think it's that type of injury.
No, I don't think there would be the I'm gonna
certainty
play. The certainty of it if it was really in question.
All right, on to the Patriots now. Tomorrow they look to clinch an 11th straight AFC East title when they host the 10-4 Buffalo Bills. All of that despite New England's offensive woes. Nick, will the Pats beat the Bills and win the division?
I think they will eventually win the division. I do not think it will be this weekend because I think Buffalo's going to go to New England and win. They could have beaten New England the first time around in a game when New England still had Josh Gordon, in a game when Julian Edelman was healthier, in a game when the Patriots blocked a punt for a touchdown and still only managed 16 points. Buffalo is playing. They're a legitimately good team. My dark horse preseason playoff pick that I thought was going to sneak in at 9-7 might get to 11 or 12 wins, and I think one of those wins comes this weekend in a very tightly contested game.
Listen, I'm excited for this game. Almost as excited as Jenna is for her workout of the day. Like right now, that's what she's doing right now, right? I'm super excited because I do think the Bills have a legit shot. But there's something that we've learned, right? Sunrise in the east, sets in the west. don't attack Russia in the dead of winter or fight a war on two fronts in Europe, right? These are things we know. Right? Kansas is going to win the Big 12 in basketball, and the New England Patriots are going to win at home in December and win their division. Like, I don't know how they'll do it. I don't think their personnel is particularly good on offense. I think Tom Brady looks close to over the hill, close to being done. But they're going to find a way to win this game.
Death, taxes, and Pats at home in December. Finally, Milwaukee NBA Finals preview last night. Giannis hit a career-high 5 3-pointers to help lead the Bucks. And after he hit his 5th three, he did a crowning motion as if he was anointing himself the new king of the NBA. Nick, has Giannis taken the crown from LeBron as the best player in the game, or did I misread that entirely?
No, that's what he was doing, and I loved it.
Really?
Of course. This is how this is supposed to go. Now, I don't think he's done it yet. I think that Giannis, there are two guys who, based on what they've done in the regular season, for Giannis over the last couple of years, for Harden over the last 5, they have the argument, nobody's better at basketball than me, those two guys. But because neither of them have taken their team to the NBA Finals, forget win a championship, even gotten to the Finals, we put a discount on it. We graded on a curve to a degree. And so Giannis, it's going to be very difficult for him to be the, not even unanimous, but even the plurality favorite of best player in the world until we see him overcome what he wasn't able to overcome in the final 4 games of the conference finals last year. But this is what is supposed to happen. He is the most physically gifted player in the league. He turned 25 last week. He's the reigning MVP. If you're a great, great player, you win MVPs in bunches. Like LeBron won 4 out of 5. Larry Bird won 3 in a row. Jordan won back-to-back MVPs multiple times. Like Giannis is supposed to. Duncan won back-to-back. Giannis is supposed to win back-to-back MVPs and supposed to feel like he's the best player in basketball. Now, right now this season, would I rather have Giannis or LeBron over the course of the regular season? Giannis. That's why he was my pick to win the MVP. Would I rather have Giannis or LeBron over the course of this year's playoffs? The answer is still LeBron. But Giannis can change that. Giannis, and maybe he will change that, and it wouldn't be shocking to me if he did, Doug.
So let me get his argument straight. I just want to make sure he said it right.
I love this.
You have to have the great regular season and then prove it in the postseason, especially if you proved it against LeBron and LeBron's guarding you, right? That would be like vanquishing the greatest player in the league would put you as the best player in the NBA, right?
You're going to try to bring up Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
but
Kevin Durant did it, but he's not playing basketball right now, I understand. But I don't think that Giannis is taking the crown from LeBron. LeBron has the crown because he's done it for so long, but he hadn't been truly the best player in the league for probably...
His last healthy year, there is no argument that in 2018, when LeBron James played all 82 games, and then... 2 7-game series, 1-1 on the road, 2 buzzer beaters in the playoffs, and a 51-8-8 in Game 1 of the NBA Finals, which was his last healthy season before this one. So last season, no question, he wasn't the best player. There is no argument there was anyone better in basketball than him that year. None.
Why? Kevin Durant was the Finals MVP and played better than him over the length of the NBA Finals. You want to take Game 1? That's great. Congratulations. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't LeBron's fault that J.R. Smith doesn't know time and score and situation. And I'm sure he's sitting there going, I'm working with a bunch of idiots here. I got to get out of town. Okay? He was great, but Kevin Durant consistently has shown us in the NBA Finals that he was the better man at the exact same position. If you want to point out that in that year they didn't have the better surrounding cast or even on same plane, I'll agree with you, and it makes it really hard to judge. My point is that I think Kawhi Leonard currently has the crown in the postseason. The postseason is where you earn the respect of the league. The postseason is everything in the sport, even more so than football. Like football, we do make it about Super Bowls, a number of Super Bowls, and that's why Tom Brady's the GOAT, even though Aaron Rodgers is probably the better quarterback. But, you know, Dan Marino still won Super Bowl, but you have to do it in the postseason.
So Kawhi, so there was a point in time when Tony Parker had it.
No,
He won Finals MVP.
Yeah, but Tony Parker was never the best player on that team. Tim Duncan was.
Okay, so there was a time when Dirk Nowitzki had it then.
He had the one-time NBA Finals, one-time MVP. Yeah, I think there was a year.
No, there wasn't. There was never.
No, because
Dirk. There was never a time he was the best player.
Here's the argument against Dirk: is he never did at the defensive end. All these guys that we're talking about, okay, whether it's Giannis, Kevin Durant didn't have it even when he was the best scorer in Oklahoma City because he never dug in defensively until he decided, hey, there's another end of the floor.
These guys never had it because there was a guy named LeBron James who was obviously, clearly, and statistically better than all of them. But Giannis might end that. Like I do. Do you think Giannis can end this year with the title?
Yes.
And do you think if he does that, he'll be the best player in basketball?
Yes. Again, it kind of depends, right?
But if they win the title, he's going to have to have been brilliant because they don't have enough.
Yeah, there's no other guy. There's no other guy. I mean, they could collectively shoot a bunch of threes, but he's going to have to be great. I think the fascinating thing would be if he gets there and he doesn't see LeBron. Like, right, when we see this matchup, we never got LeBron and Kobe in the same NBA Finals, so we didn't see the passing of the torch there. It just had to be a passing of the torch because LeBron kept getting to the NBA Finals, and Kobe's team could, Kobe ran out of gas and it was dysfunctional, then he got hurt, right? So I would love to see those two, but I also think that if we see Kawhi, the reigning Finals MVP, and, then I think the crown could be passed in terms of Finals best player.
So if the Bucks make the Finals, here's the thing that is so exciting. No matter who they play, unless somehow Denver, Utah make the Finals, which I don't think either one of us think they're going to, we are going to get to see somebody either hold on to or reclaim it. Because Bucks, Lakers, LeBron, Giannis, one of them's walking away with it. Bucks, Rockets, Giannis, Harden, one of them's finally saying, I have vindicated, finally for Harden, not finally for Giannis. That's not a fair word to attach to it. Hey, regular season MVP, regular season dominant, or Clippers, Bucks. Kawhi trying to do it again, the third team with the championship, or Giannis. So no matter what, this is barring some unforeseen injuries like we had, unfortunately, in last year's regular season and postseason, we're going to get this question answered.
Maybe. Like, look, I'm not ready to... Look, I think the Bucks are spectacular in the regular season. They're also the best transition team in basketball. A lot of that goes away when you get